In yesterday's Mura's video, Mura came on camera. Mura said that a lot of people are asking one simple question. Why did you leave Rosio to live?
A lot of people are asking questions, why did my wife have to leave? Number one is she stayed here since April. We've been here, though in the middle she traveled to the UK and then came back.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel that goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa. Maxwell Lumumba is my name, a village content creator born and raised in a village setup. So for those who have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and turn on the notification bell. Remember to share all these videos. Watch these videos till the end without skipping any ads. For those who would like to join the membership is there. You can join the membership. Let me take this opportunity to thank all individuals, all the supporters, and everybody for watching my videos. I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate that. Being that, for those who understand this YouTube channel, basically I'm doing content on village logs, lifestyle, commentary, and analysis video. So today's video, let me speak calmly, let me speak clearly, and let me be very honest, because this is not gossip. One thing I don't do, I don't give gossip. This is my own analysis from what has been posted in public domain. A lot of people are asking one simple question. Why did Mura allow Rosio to live? And the answer is already in his own words. Marwa himself admits that he misses the family.
I miss me, Toto. I miss my wife also, but they have to travel.
He admits that he misses the child, that is Maisha, baby Maisha. He admits that they have been struggling with Rosio's paper in Kenya.
But the truth is, we've been struggling with her papers here in Kenya. And the reason is because I've not involved myself in that process. So sometimes you find that some people want to take advantage, like the last time, just to add extra dates for my son and my wife. I'm not legally married to her, and that also creates a small issue, because if I'm legally married to her, then I can go to the government and say this is my wife.
But then he says something very revealing. He admits that he did not involve himself in that immigration process. Let us pause there. When a man says that my wife is struggling with papers, and the same breath admits I did not involve myself, that tells you everything. Because if Rocio was legally his wife, he will not be explaining these on YouTube. He will walk into a government office and say, this is my wife, and that is the end of discussion. But he cannot do that. Why? Because they are not legally married. And Marwa himself admits that this creates, in quotes, a small issue.
That also creates a small issue, because if I'm legally married to her, then I can go to the government and say this is my wife.
Those are not small issues. Let me tell Mura that those are not small issues. Those are fundamental issues. If you call them small, deal with those small issue the way you want to deal with it. Because Mura goes ahead and explains something very serious.
But also we have a son together. That means, for example, my son needs to get his papers, because he's actually Kenyan, Argentinian. But it's not, actually today somebody wrote to me, it's not such a big deal. I need to provide his birth certificate translated in English, then provide my ID card, my birth certificate, and that's all, and maybe pay for the process, and he'll get his Kenyan identity and also passports, and then he can stay in Kenya like a Kenyan.
The child's paperwork very clearly. He says that all that is needed is a translated birth certificate, that is Maisha's birth certificate that he has, a translated form of a birth certificate from Argentina to English. You know, here in Kenya we speak either English and Swahili. Even our birth certificates are written, actually it is written in the upper segment is written in English, the lower segment, yeah, the same words are being translated in Swahili. Let's say, for example, if they say on the upper section that this is certificate of birth, on the lower segment in bracket they state it clearly that hichi cheti ni cha kuzaliwa. So that is how even the Kenyan certificates apply. So Mura himself said that they need a translated birth certificate, identification document, that is Mura's ID card is needed, and his own birth certificate, so as to justify that Marwa himself is born in Kenya, is a Kenyan citizen by birth. Once that is done, the next procedure that is supposed to be done is payment of fees, and the child can get Kenyan passport. Once everything has been done, the child will get the birth certificate, and that is how here in Kenya things work. Going ahead, Mura himself even said that the mother can use the child passport to stay in Kenya,
and then the mother can use that to also stay in Kenya. Like last time, she had to go through a lot because one lady was trying to kind of extort her money. So we sent her passport to go and help her, like an immigration lawyer. And this madam was saying if she doesn't receive, I think, close to 80,000 for a 20-day extension. 80,000 is like 650 USD. Like, she would not release the passports.
You know, let us now listen that carefully. If you know all these, if you understand the process, if you have the resources, then why was it not done early? The answer is uncomfortable, but obviously, because once you start fixing papers properly, commitments become unavoidable. And Mura himself does not want that level of legal commitment. That is why he keeps calling Rosio my wife, but never makes her on papers. Words are cheap, documents are blind and are binding. Let me say this. When you hear Marwa's statement, he points it very clear that is not unto this task about having a legal marriage with Rosio. Because when he was making this comment about Maisha's passport, he went ahead and said that the mother can use this passport to stay in Kenya. But for the child, he says it very clear that the child, once he gets the passport, he can be now a Kenyan, he can live in Kenya. But for mother, he went ahead and said, the mother can use. So that means he doesn't want to make Rosio his legal wife. Let us be honest and mature. Legal marriage is not romance. Legal marriage is law. Legal marriage means shared responsibility, shared decision making, and yes, shared claims to assets. And this is where Mura himself fears lives, Because here's where actually he fears very much. Because Mura himself is not afraid of love. He's not afraid of loss of control. Because once a woman becomes a legal wife, she's no longer just someone in your house. She becomes protected by the law, recognized by the state, and entitled the rights of being a wife. And Mura does not want any woman, not even Madam Parasite, not anyone, to have legal power over his assets, his property, or his decisions. This is why he avoids the legal marriage entirely. Because like in Kenya, we have so many types of marriage. It is not that you are now supposed to maybe to do a wedding or what. You can just go there in the registry. You can even say some things like, okay, this is my fiance. You can even, for me, even for Marwa, would just he could even just propose that, because they already have a kid with Rosio. These people seem to be loving each other. People can comment there in the comments. I don't know if there is any love there, or it is something like property or something of sort. Yeah, because this is something that even you can go to the registry, yeah, in the government offices and say that this is my fiancé. We are proposing maybe to get married on this date or when. Yeah, these are things that happen in Kenya. They really happen in the world, and people are aware about that. Even in Kenya it happens. Or you can even do legal marriage, where you go to the offices that deal with the legal marriages. You people sign and everything will be done. So let me talk about psychology, because profile control without commitment. Psychology, this is very clear, because Mura wants companionship without obligation, family without legal accountability, loyalty without guarantees. So this is not partnership, that is control. So Madam Parasite was never promoted from girlfriend to even fiancé to a wife, because all these things go by stage. Yeah? But when we see this, because Madam Parasite, we can see it all, that apart from being called wife on camera, my wife, my what, yeah, Madam Parasite was never promoted, because what I can say that is just girlfriend boyfriend thing, because he has not been entitled that name to fiancé. Because fiancé, the way I said, you must go to the registry and say that we'll be wedding this such a day, or we get married this such a day. So that entitles you to be a fiancé. Even to be a wife, nothing has happened. So no engagement, no wedding dates, no legal recognition. She remains in a permanent baby mama situation. And that's where a woman drown. Because especially a woman who left her country, because Rosio had to leave all the way from Argentina to Kenya. Is in Kenyan, living in a foreign culture. Is in the community with us. She's in the village with us, adapting our culture and everything. And even is hearing a lot of people speaking different language, Swahili, Korea, yeah. So she's not kind of a person that I can say that she's even happy when everything is happening, because and has no legal security. That is not love to me. That is instability. And let me just say it, why Rosio left. Not drama, it was basically a strategy. Rosio did not leave suddenly. Even when you see Mura himself saying that Rosio told him that I'm going to live with the parents. I don't know, a lot of things, yeah? Because if Rosio could live with Mura's knowledge, because now Mura is claiming that he's not feeling well. So he's down. He's really down. So Rocio actually, she planned. Because Marwa even admits that he knew she was leaving and that she asked him not to announce it on camera. That alone tells you that this was calculated. Because now subscribers are very mad with everything that happened, because okay, we have some subscribers that are minions to Mura. You get that they have already start. Okay, they are small number of minions. Yeah, you have seen that they have already start attacking Rocio why she left. But you know, Marwa himself has not come to the camera. They say that Rocio decided to leave. So she wanted for the right moment, because actually Rocio, the way we can see why I'm calling it a calculated something, she waited for the right moment. She waited for her parents to come. She waited for support, and yes, she used her family as an exit strategy, not because she's weak, but because she was done. She did not want to live a way that would first destroy her image. We have seen every other individual who is leaving actually Mura. You see how the most recently was the Max, the horse trainer. Oh, let us live with Max, the horse trainer. Let us deal with Mayugno, because Mayugno now is a bigger picture. You saw how subscribers turned against him. So Rocio never wanted subscribers to turn against her or paint her as the villain. So what she did, so she left quietly, cleanly, strategically. That is not running away. That is self-preservation. And I'm not saying that Rocio will not be coming back. Rocio will be coming back. And Rocio coming back, I'll tell you the instances that will be bringing Rocio back. Let us look at the child, the golden anchor. Let us also be honest about something else. Because Rocio holds the most powerful card in this situation, the child. We have seen everyone loves the child. Every subscriber, like everybody, even maybe the subscribers from the opponent, they love the child. You know, a lot of times I've said that when you see a child in a picture, you know, subscribers, people are being driven emotionally. So everyone loves the child. That is Maisha. Everyone is emotionally attached to the child. The child gives her visibility, sympathy, and leverage. So she has close to 50,000 subscribers from Marwa. She has donors from Marwa. She has an audience from Marwa. She is going to survive, and she will survive. She does not need to beg. She does not need to rush back. If she returns to Kenya one day, it is not because of love. It will be because of, maybe she does not actually, okay, it will be because of this. She needs support. What kind of support? You know, when the audience will now understand that Rocio is no longer in love with Mura, she'll come back, because when once you're not in line with Mura himself, you know that these subscribers will be leaving you, because they'll see you as an enemy of Marwa, and when you are an enemy of Marwa, you are an enemy of subscribers, his subscribers. So once she sees that there is no enough support, because for now she knows very well that even if I want a villa in Argentina, the subscribers will build for me, because even the subscribers themselves say that when Rosio needs anything from them, they're ready to offer. Several subscribers have really admitted that when Rosio will be needing anything, they will be assisting. Yeah. Another instance that Rosio will be back, the audience pressure changes. When she'll be there crying on the camera or begging on camera, and she sees that nothing is working out, she'll have to come back, because no support. I'm not saying that Rosio never begs. She has done it before, because even she admitted that she even started a YouTube channel before actually she started before this marriage with Mura. She admits that. And let me tell you, Rosio knows how to beg. People beg. I beg. I don't refuse. I beg. And that is the reality. Everybody begs. When you have a problem, you have to beg. But when the resources shift, she has to come back. So with her, she was having an audience that when even she begs, people are not feeling it, as compared to, many of these Caribbean people, they have that human heart. They know how to help. So that's the reason now Rosio has already she has gained those donors, subscribers who are ready to help. So with that, she knows very well that everything will be working out. Until then, she is stable. Let me talk about this. Mura says something else that makes no sense. He suggests that if he marries Rosio, he will somehow be forced to go to Argentina. That is nonsense. In most countries, marriages is simple. You go to the registry, you declare intent, you register the union, you do not need to travel continents. This excuse is not ignorance. It is avoidance. And that is what I have to say. That is total avoidance. So let us summarize the truth. Because Rosio did not leave because she hates Marwa. She left because she was tired of uncertainty. She gave him a child. She gave him loyalty. She gave him her time and her sacrifice. What she never received was legal security, formal recognition, or culture future. No ring, no registry, no protection. Just promises. Because, and you know very well, promises expire. The reason why even you see those horses in that compound, it is very evidently that those horses were brought because of Rocio. Because Rocio loved horses. She loved horses very much, the Appaloosas. So when Marwa brought those horses, he knew very well that horses will make Rocio will stay in that compound. You now see even see now the intentions of Marwa now getting out. Now Marwa said that he's going back to travel. He has now that all freedom. He doesn't even now see those horses as something as something big for him, because because he knew very well Rosio will be taking care of the horse, even if he traveled, even if. So let me just ask Marwa a very simple question: when you'll be leaving the horses behind, who will be taking care of the horses? Because we already see that they're not in that good situation. The only thing remaining, let us give time, because we don't actually know your plans, and we won't say anything about that. Because let me say this: Marwa should stop calling Rosio my wife. Words without action are manipulation. If you want a wife, marry her. If you don't, then accept the consequences. Rosio chose dignity over dependence. Marwa chose freedom over responsibility. And that is why she left. Not drama, not betrayal. Reality. For those who have not subscribed to this amazing YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe after watching this video. Give it a like. Turn on the notification bell so that you can be updated anytime I post any video. That's enough for today. Let us meet in the next episode. Goodbye.